Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. Today we're back in Crabada and we're actually going to be covering the new swimmer network and how to bridge your crab NFTs and in-game assets over to the new swimmer network, as well as how to add it quickly to your wallet. And if you guys are liking the Crabada videos and the play to earn and passive income, consider subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. It means a lot and I really appreciate the support more than you could realize. And otherwise, we'll get into it. So right now, we're on the Crabada Avalanche page, and if you look over at their Medium page, you can see a quick breakdown. If you want to get to this Medium page, how I do it is I just go to CoinMarketCap and Community Medium. But if we see here, so a couple steps from bridging your Crabada NFTs from Avalanche to Swimmer Network. So the big things that your Crabada NFTs will have to be withdrawn from the idle game and tavern onto the marketplace before you're able to bridge them. And I'll show you a quicker way to add the swimmer network, but if you need the swimmer network information, you can get it here or pause the video and get it all here. And then when you have the swimmer bridge open, which we do in another tab, I will show you. And it says up to 25 crabs can be migrated in one transaction. I've also read 30, so 28 to 30 crabs. I'll just do 28 crabs. Up to 28 crabs in one migration transaction. So if you have more than that, like 60, you could do it in two, or a little over two if you're doing 28. So if we have to, the big thing here is that you have to move. If you play Crabada and you have your crabs on Avalanche, you have to move them quick because soon they're not going to be supported on Avalanche. And currently this is what really tripped me up the other day. There is two different links in websites for Avalanche and C-Chain. So if you're playing on the Swimmer network, everything will be idle. Like for desktop, idle.crabada, mobile, m idle crabada. Avalanche is just play crabada, m play crabada. So keep note of that. And if we look here, so these are the following activities that will no longer be available on the Avalanche chain on these days. So May 13th, that's already happened. Breeding activity, adding new teams, that's already happened. And if you have more than the default amount of teams on Avalanche, when you bridge to the Swimmer network, you will keep those same amount of teams and you will just keep your staked craw on Avalanche. So idle game, this is a big one. So on May 20th, the idle game will no longer be playable on the C chain, after which the idle game will only be used to disassemble your teams and remove the Crabada from tavern rentals. So if you do a lot of the mining game, idle game, you have to move your crabs to the swimmer network. There's no way around it. And that same day, same time, May 20th, the marketplace will only be used to morph eggs, delist, and cancel swap offers. You will not be able to buy crabs on there anymore. But yeah, if you see here, what we have to do with your staked craw, nothing. You just leave your staked craw on the C chain. So just, again, remember that. So yeah, and then this one says up to 30 Crabada. I would just do up to 28 to be safe, because that's what we read in the beginning, but either up to 28 or 30. And currently, you will able to move your Tuss, Craw, and I believe Cram over to the Swimmer network currently. And it tells you what you have to do with your Cram. And then more updates, which we'll get into in a later video. But if we look at Crabada right now, what you would have to do in order to set yourself up is, if you have, first of all, if you have any crabs mining, claim your mines, get them to idle, just resting. So if you have any Crabada mining, claim your mines, or if they're looting, claim your loots, or if they're in the tavern, get them out of the tavern, just cancel tavern and wait for them to not be rented, cancel them. And then once they're all brought back, you go to your manage teams. If you have teams here, you would go down to your teams and disassemble your teams one crab at a time. Get all your crabs out of the teams. Once they're all out, you just click withdraw. I've already bridged everything over to Swimmer Network, but once they're out of teams, you hit withdraw, select all the crabs, go to inventory, withdraw them all, and then once all your crabs are in your inventory here, this is where you start to get involved with the Swimmer network. So you'd go to their swimmer network page, and I'll link this below for you guys. Then you hit bridge. When you hit bridge, I believe the layer 0 bridge at the time of this recording was not working, but so I used the swimmer bridge and the seller bridge. First thing I did is if you hit seller bridge, it will bring you right here, and I bridged TUS over first because TUS is the gas token for the swimmer network. So above all else, you need TUS. So if you see here, and once you have it, so again, you can bridge, for right now, you can bridge Crabada, Crabada amulets and treasure under sea. So we'll go TUS, and we could type in like 100 TUS. And once you have the TUS, it'll go to your swimmer network. You have to approve TUS or whatever token crawl TUS that you are transferring. Approve it, transfer. It'll take a moment. It'll just say pending up here, and then it'll go through. And then to bridge your crabs, you go use for the swimmer bridge. It'll take you here. So avalanche to swimmer network. And when you bridge your crabs over, they are on the swimmer network. You cannot bring them back to avalanche. They are staying on the swimmer network. So just keep note of that, which is fine, because you will not be able to do anything on the avalanche chain after May 20th for the most part. So we'll hit continue. And then once you have your crabs, I'm just not connected, but once you have crabs here, when again, they have to be on your avalanche inventory page. And when they are, they'll be here. Select all of them up to 28. And you hit, while it's connected, it'll automatically, here I'll connect it, it'll all be done. So if we see here, and again, the big thing with crabs, if they're in your inventory or if they're in your teams or renting, they won't pop up here. They have to be in inventory. So when you do, your crabs will be here. Select them all up to 28 and just hit bridge. You can hit bridge and it'll just be pending. It takes a little bit. I think mine took a couple minutes. I've heard some people taking up to 20 minutes, but I think mine to bridge my crabs and my coins took about 5 minutes probably. So, and leave these pages open, and it will tell you do not close this page, leave them open. And then once they bridge over, your coins and crabs will be on the swimmer network. And how to add the swimmer network quickly, you can input everything if you're adding network on MetaMask, or what I like to do is if you're on the seller bridge, avalanche to swimmer, how we got our TUS over, just hit this little icon, swimmer network to avalanche. That's how you would send like TUS and things back to the avalanche network. If you just swap over swimmer network to avalanche, you'll say, do you want to add swimmer network? Hit approve, switch. Now we're on the swimmer network, just like that, and it will reload. So now that you've done that, your assets should be on the swimmer network. And to see, you can notice that we're on idle.crabada instead of play.crabada. We're on the swimmer network version of the game. So connect wallet. And swimmer network, from what I've been using, I've just been doing mining expeditions, super quick, super quick. It is actually very enjoyable. No more avalanche down here, so the 3 tokens. And once you do that, your crabs will be in your inventory. And if you want, you can either go to Tavern, rent them out if that's how you do it, or go to Manage Team and just create teams all over again and set your teams back up. And you go to Tavern, and you can see on the swimmer network, the rental is way higher, which I love it. I'm getting more TUS for a crab that I have rented out. It's amazing. I love the swimmer network so far. It's been great. And go to explore. I am going to do videos on the battle game. I just haven't had the time to get into it and set it all up. I believe it's not that difficult. You just need, I think you just need like an email address to get into the battle game. But how you would do it is go home like I did, play game. We're in the idle game. We can go play battle game. And again, this is a video for a later date, but that's how you would do it. And then just set it all up. But again, we are going to get into that, but that's another video. But yeah, guys, that is how to quickly bridge over your Crabada. So again, just quick recap. Get all your crabs from renting, tavern, relooting, claim them all, put them in your inventory. If they're in teams, disassemble those teams, withdraw them from your game to your wallet or the marketplace, withdraw them, and then when they are withdrawn, go to Swimmer Network, which I'll link below, and you want to use the seller bridge to move your TUS and CRA over. And when you hit that, you'll move it. Avalanche to Swimmer Network, move your TUS, move your CRA, move them over. And then for the crabs, when you're on Avalanche, your crabs will pop up here once you go into your inventory that you withdraw them to. Hit bridge up to 28, hit bridge, and it might be up to 32, but just be safe up to 28. Hit bridge. It'll take maybe 5 minutes to bridge over. Once they do, you want to go to idle.crabada.com, which I will link both of the game websites there. And yeah, that is how you bridge over your crab NFTs and assets to the new Swimmer network. So yeah, get in here and let me know how you guys are liking the Swimmer network, how how much quicker it is. Let me know. And if this video was useful, let me know in the comments below. And if you can like the video, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.